Hello, Bookish babes. Okay, so today I am starting a random reading vlog. I have a set goal of videos I want to post this year. And as some of you may know, I had a recent failed vlog. My third video of the year did not go as planned. My winter-ween vlog is so sad. So I feel the need to make up for that video because I didn't get one up then. So I've been kind of thinking and contemplating on what I want to do to make up for that video while also still posting my regular content. Or my, not regular content, because, you know, we're both new here. So my planned content that I came up with at the beginning of the year. So I was thinking that I needed to come up with something, but I wasn't sure what. And the idea kind of fell into my lap during a different video that I had filmed, which was a couple videos back. I did a sips and reads video, which I don't think got enough love, by the way. It was actually a very cool video, but whatever. It basically was, I took 3 books, I read this like little blurb and paired that with what I paired it with a cocktail or a drink that I thought worked well with that book. And I biasly think I nailed that. But then while I was reading the 3 books, 2 of the books kind of had a similar vibe to it. They were completely different plots, but the concept had similarities. So while I was doing that video, I was thinking like, oh, I think I might have an idea for this makeup video. So that's basically what we're doing. We are doing a reading vlog with the 2 books that I read the first chapter in that past video. I don't know what the theme quite yet, or no, I don't know what this reading vlog theme is yet, but we'll work it out together as we get into it. But let's talk about what we'll be reading in this reading vlog. And that is Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. This is about a man who has a popular TV show, and for the season finale, they want him to basically kill off his gay characters. And he's like, yeah, nah. And weird shit starts to happen. And so that is that one. And then the other one we'll be reading is Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. This is basically the cast of a child's show reunite 30 years after the show was canceled for weird reasons. So I think you can already see the first parallel here, which is Hollywood. These are both kind of, I think, dealing with Hollywood and weird things around Hollywood. And also, they're both, I think, horror novels. I think this one's, yeah, they're both considered horror novels. I'm hoping that they're campy horror. I prefer a campy horror. But if not, we'll still hopefully enjoy both of them. And then the other parallel that I'm pretty sure, this one is the one I'm least sure about because I haven't read them, so I don't know, is I think they both have something paranormal going on in them. But we shall see because we're gonna read them. So yeah, that is what we're gonna be reading in this reading vlog. I have been kind of contemplating which one I want to go with first. Now, if you haven't watched my sips and reads vlog, I highly recommend you go back there. There's pretty visuals. My cocktails are beautiful. I teach you how to make them, except one of them is a beer, so I show you a great pouring technique. But yeah, My thoughts on this, because I only read the first chapter, was this one left me gagged at the end of the first chapter, like what? But the first chapter was so long. I think it was 22 pages. And then this one was a very short chapter. Love a short chapter, but it didn't hook me the way this one did. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna go with this one. It's going to be longer chapters, but I believe this is the favorable of the two on Goodreads. This one has the better ratings. This one is also one that I'm actually very excited to read. And also, I think this one has to be due back to my library sooner rather than this one. So those are my ideas on why I'm gonna start with Bury Your Gaze. Yeah, so first up, Bury Your Gaze. Yeah, I'm gonna get started and then I will check in with you guys soon. All right, see you there. Good morning, my little bookish babes. Okay, so last night I did pick up Bury Your Gaze, and I only got to page 57, so we haven't gotten that far. I am going to pick it back up and start reading something spooky. Like, okay, the first chapter, the ending left me gagged and I was like, what? And then I jumped back into it and I was like kind of curious on where this story was gonna go. And then when I stopped reading it last night before bed at page 57, it's already getting spooky. So I'm like, what is happening? So I'm really curious on what is going on and what is happening with this guy. Like, what is going on? So also the spooky character, I don't want to give too much away, but it's weird. And I wish like I could find a visual of it online, even though I know that's not a thing, but like I do wish I could see like an actual picture of what this little spooky character is supposed to be. Okay, so things are weird with this one. I
don't know what's going on, which is kind of the point. I also have like no like thoughts or assumptions about what's going on. I'm just here for the ride apparently. But I'm also like confused and questioning my main character, not in like a what are you doing kind of thing, but just like, I guess, what are you doing? But I mean, here we are. We're about, I would say, 30% through, and I'm confused. I'm confused on what's going on. So I guess let's continue reading and try to uncover what's happening. My favorite thing is to like in spooky horror books is to try to guess what's going on. But at the moment I have like no actual understanding on like what's happening, or like, and because there's a few different things going on, the spooky part, but then also something that's going on like with his like personal life. You know what, I'm really bad at not knowing what's a spoils and what's not a spoils, but basically at a certain point he goes to a reunion and there's some tension with all of his friends. And you're kind of like, why? But there's specific tension with one of his friends, and it's very interesting because I think I might know why. But I'm like, are we gonna get more knowledge of that? Is that gonna come back into the story somehow? Because as far as I'm aware of, he's gonna go back to LA and then that'll be that. So it's an interesting, whatever, it's interesting what's going on in here. But I am very curious on what's going on with the spook. The spooks are spooking, so let's get back to it. Hi friends. Okay, so I am about 60% done with Bury Your Gaze, and I'm thinking, okay, well, first of all, it's been a wild ride. Things have gotten, wow, so has my hair. My hair has also been a wild ride. Things have gotten wild and spooky. Goodness gracious. So far I'm enjoying it. I think I know where the story's going. I could be wrong, but I'm starting to get the feeling that I know, not like exactly what's going on, but kind of what's going on. I'm excited to see if I'm right. But I'm glad I decided to do this video because I just got the email saying this is due back, no renewals in 4 days, and since I'm already 60% done, we'll have this returned way before then. Things have definitely amped up in the last few chapters. Some of the things that have happened, I'm like, the gore. But yeah, I'm very excited to see where the story really does take us. Though I am starting to, I think, get the broader picture. I could be wrong, so yeah. But that is the update. I'm going to continue reading, and I will check in with you guys either right before I finish or right after I finish. We'll see what happens if I get sucked in and can't come out to check in with you guys. Yeah, okay. It's just us having a little Sunday read day. Let's continue reading. Hello friends! So I have finished Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle, and let me tell you, this story took me on an interesting ride. I loved the whole concept and not where I thought this horror story was gonna go, but I enjoyed it nonetheless, even if it had long chapters. I also am quite obsessed with the fact that we have a mysterious author. Love his little author photo and think that that is very fun and interesting. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the plot and what was going on. I enjoyed most of the characters, and I thought our main character, Misha, yeah, he did the best he could with the circumstances he was being presented, so he didn't piss me off like sometimes main characters in horror stories can do. He did not. So overall, I gave this a 4 stars. I really did enjoy it, and it took me on a fun little ride. So now, 1 down, 1 to go, and we will be starting Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. And I'm excited to see what this story brings us, because though I have a feeling that they're both going to have to do with Hollywood, I also have a new idea that these two are probably not going to be similar at all. I could be wrong. We shall see what happens with this one. But this story, when I got into it, I realized what was happening. But when I read the first chapter in my past video, I didn't. So I just kind of started to guesstimate. Same goes for this one. We can only imagine what's about to happen from the first chapter, and we don't have that much information, so I'm only going off my vibes for both of these. Now my vibes have changed because I know what it's about. I don't know what this one's about. I'm excited to get into it. So today I will start Mr. Magic. This one is about 293 pages. This one was 294 pages, so very similar in length. So let's get into Mr. Magic and see what it's all about, and then afterwards we'll compare. So let's get into it, shall we? I think we shall. I will see you there with Mr. Magic. Hello, Bookish babes. I fear I'm not loving it. I'm not that far though. And yes, I fear that I am not loving it. And I am gonna continue reading it because I'm not like hating it, I'm just not loving it. I found that the first part of this book so far very unbelievable, you know? Like it just, in what world would that happen? 0 worlds I feel like that would happen. And I feel like we could have gotten some of I fear I do not believe it, you know? But I'm gonna continue reading it, and maybe I will get over that. We shall see. But so far, I'm not as invested in this one as I was Bury Your Gaze. But that could change. We're getting to a place where things could change, and the vibes of this book might change for me, and I may be able to let go the build up to get there. Okay. So far though, like I said, not loving it. That's the little update. Let's keep going. Yeah, let's keep reading. Okay. Yay. Checking soon.
Welcome back to my bathroom. Okay, let me tell you, things have taken an unsettling turn for Mr. Magic. I'm about 30% done, and do I understand anything that's happening? Do I understand any choice any of our characters are making? Do I understand any of it? No. But is it unsettling? Yes. So that's keeping me in it a little bit. I still very much question the, what is this? The, what's the right word? The, I can't think. The, what am I trying to say? The realness of it, I guess. I know it's a book, so I know it's not real, but like, if some of the things that are happening were happening to anyone, you just not be there. And it's like, some of the things that were going, like some of the things that have led our main character to where she's at, dealing with what she's dealing with, just would never happen. And that's continuing on. Like, if I got talked to by a random stranger, the way some of these people are talking to her because something that happened when she was 8 years old, as if it was her fault, I'm out. I'm out. Like, I haven't seen you guys in years. I wasn't planning on seeing you guys. Didn't know you guys really existed. And now you guys want to treat me like garbage. So I'm out. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Things are very unsettling though. Something weird is going on. And we will continue to read. At least there's unsettles, because clearly I'm a little bit frustrated with the just unreal. Unreal is not the right word. Clearly I'm tired, and clearly I cannot think of the word I'm trying to think of. But yeah, so like, that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to continue to read. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to wash my face and go to bed. And then I will wake up and continue to read and see where it takes us. I'll check in soon. Okay, good night for now.
Hello, my bookish babes. Okay, I am about 60% through Mr. Magic, and it is taking me a while. It's still unsettling, things are weird, but if you go back to last clip where the last talking clip that I had, where I couldn't explain, I couldn't think of the right word. I just kept saying unreal or something like that, or unbelievable. What I was trying to say is that it's just so unrealistic what our main character's choices are. She just doesn't make literally any choice that makes sense to me. So that's where I'm having a hard time with this, because if I was in her position, I'd then lose it by now on everyone, being like, okay, what the hell is happening, you know? Because like, what the hell is happening? But I have like a vague idea on what might be going on, but like only for a certain part of it. It's a very interesting premise, but I'm having a hard time reading it because of the choices our main character makes. Anyways, like I said, I'm about 60% through. I'm gonna continue to read. I think I'm gonna make some tea and maybe have some cream puffs. We shall see. So yeah, let's keep reading. Let's try to just knock this last part out, okay? Let's get it done. All right, well, let's keep reading. Okay, I made some cream puffs to go with my tea. I sprinkled a little powdered sugar on them. They're good without it, but let's try it with some powdered sugar. Anyways, I'm still reading Mr. Magic. I'm on chapter 14, page 193. And I am starting to get part of the picture, I think. It's all a little confusing, but I'm hoping our main character starts doing some things that she needs to do. These are still very cold in the middle. But yeah, I'm hoping our main character does something for herself, okay? Like, what are we doing, girl? You're just out here trusting anybody and everybody. I don't get it. But yeah, I just wanted to update you about my cream puffs that are still very cold. These are the ones that you could just get at the freezer section and then pull them out like 30 minutes before you want to eat them. But I guess I didn't let them thaw too much. I didn't let them thaw enough, is what I was trying to say. So we shall keep reading and let these get a little less cold. And yeah, all right, that's the update.
Hi friends, I have finished Mr. Magic, and I'm assuming by the last clip you understand that I was not a fan. I was not a fan. 2 stars for me. I just didn't like it. It was very unrealistic to me, but also as we got into the story, I was like, what? As we got to the end, I was like, what? Because I felt like they could have done so much more in the middle, where the middle just repeated itself to me. Just repeated. It did a lot of telling, not showing, and big disappointment because I really thought I was gonna like this one. I really thought I was gonna like it. I started reading some Goodreads reviews, and it seems like maybe I missed the mark on this one. Well, it seems like in general people had like the same kind of feelings as I did. Some people really loved this book, but maybe I didn't get it because I didn't understand the premise of it being like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if this is a spoilsies. I don't think it is, but it could be. So I guess I'm not gonna say it, but like it didn't relate to me in any way because I didn't go through that type of childhood, I guess I should say. So I kind of missed the mark on that part, but also I just thought it was not well written. So yeah, kind of a bummer, but hey, we did it. We kind of knew that Bury Your Gaze was gonna be it for me, but I truly did think I was gonna like this. Okay, I got cut off the other day, so I never really finished my talk about Mr. Magic, and I don't know where I was at. But yeah, I just found this not that bit disappointing, unfortunately. So yeah, was it what I thought it was? Did I think we had a ghost story on our hands? Yes. Was there a ghost story? I don't know. Was there? Was I correct about anything that was happening? Kind of. Yeah, I just thought it was not what I was looking for. And I think I was saying something about like growing up. This has a touch of what you would probably consider religious trauma, and I do not think that that is the spoilsies. And I just didn't grow up that way, so I don't have that kind of like religious background or anything like that, so I couldn't relate. So I didn't even understand that that was happening until I read some of the reviews after I finished the book. But also, yeah, I just was real bummed about the overall story. So I'll be done talking about this one. 2 stars, and that is a wrap on our reading vlog for now. I read 2 books. I've already returned the other one, which is Bury Your Gaze, and I will return Mr. Magic. And not that this was a competition, but I much preferred Bury Your Gaze over Mr. Magic. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me know if you've read either book down below. Let me know what you think about them, and if you haven't read any of them, give them both a chance because you might actually love this one. This one was just not for me. And if you do love this one, let me know why. If you feel the same, let me know why. But that is it for today, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and follow me along on this bookish journey. All right, see you next time. Bye.